Okay, now I make myself small. I need to pin myself first. Forget to print. I pin myself first. Okay. Okay. This slot is basically we want to see how you reflect on IIUM song. Okay. So this is the lyric for IIUM song. So let me play the song first. So
let's lead the way, light in the future, share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and wisdom, shine excel shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifah, we will fulfill the Amanah. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of Ramadan al-Amin. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of mercy to all worlds for mankind.
okay, so that is what we call IIUM song, our university anthem. Okay, previously we did have what we call different song. Not different song. I mean that there are many versions, but this one is the official one. This one is the official one. The title for the song is "Leading the Way." So your task is basically to reflect this, whatever you see in front of you, the lyric. I will open the lyric while you do the reflection, and then present it to everyone. So before we start, let me ask you a couple of questions. Okay. First question, why we need this IIUM song? Why you need this song? Why we should have the university song? So let me check. So anyone? If not, I just pick one. So anyone? Iwana Putri, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, because this is what I see, when the student, normally first year student, when I ask who want to do this, who want to do that, normally they quite shy first. So that's why for this slot, maybe I just pick whoever, and I ask you to sort of like give some feedback on this thing. Okay, the first question to Iwana. Iwana, what do you think? Why do you think that we need this university song, the IIUM song, the anthem? For
Why we need to have a song for the IIUM song? Because I think, wait, can you hear me clearly? Because
yes.
Right now it's raining, so
Here also it's raining in UIA. I'm in UIA now. It's also raining.
oh
Everywhere
really?
it's
Okay.
raining. Oh wait, I saw somebody. Who is this? Ili. This is Dr. Ili. It's okay.
Yes.
She come to inspect me. Okay, Iwana.
I think the reason why we need to have the IIUM song because from what I learned in my school before, a song for a university or an institution is to help the student feel united or like have develop a sense of togetherness when they sing a song, especially in our university kan international, so like regardless of race or from which country they are from, we unite through the song. Plus, the song has a lot of wonderful meanings, I believe. So yeah, that's why.
Thank you, what we call Iwana, for your feedback. So Iwana said that when you sort of like sing the song, I mean you feel the togetherness, whatever like that. But that's when you sing it with what we call with everyone. I mean that when everyone around you and so on. But now in pandemic situation, then you don't have this feeling lah. I mean, yeah, you can feel that you by watching the YouTube or whatever, but it's not the same. Previously, when during the TaarufWeek, all of you will be gathered together in that one hall, great hall, and then sing together all this thing. So that's yes, I agree that when you sing this song uh, in a mass, I mean that with all your friends together, is totally different feel lah. Okay, Ham Aiman. I saw Ham Aiman here. Where is Ham Aiman? Let me see Ham Aiman. Hi Aiman, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
Have you heard other version of IIUM song before? I know CFS have their own song, but have you heard different version of IIM song before?
Mm, no, doctor. I haven't heard any of it.
Okay, because we did have. If you go to YouTube, I think. Let me go here. I will not play it because it takes time. YouTube IIM song. You can see right in front of you, right? I think you can see. Let me open this thing. Yeah, this CFS is all leading the way. Because I just want to show you that there are some version of IIM song, but this one is the most official one. There are reason for that. There are reason for that because the title for this IIM song is leading the way, and that's also the tagline for our university. If you see the bus, I mean later on when you are coming into the university, we have the university bus. There are tagline there, leading the way. So that's make this why this IIM song here. Let me open. This is your CFS song. Yeah, strive for the best. So this is a type of, I don't know what version for this. I will not go just give you the idea.
For the best, we are leading the rest. Let the spirit burn in our zealous pledge.
Have you ever heard this thing before, Ham Aiman?
No, doctor.
No. So this is basically the song that actually I'm alumni for IIM also. I'm doing my undergraduate in UIA. So during my time, we heard this a lot. But to tell you, this our song that you heard in the beginning of this slot is the what we call the official anthem of IIM lah. Okay. So now, if you look here, what to sing? If you look here, there are few core message lah in this song. The first thing is basically leading the way. So this is basically the main core message for this IIM song, and then also the Amanah, the core message. I just check the Amanah and also the Iqra. Okay. If you when you enter the IIM later on, when you able to come back to this university physically, you will see in front once you enter the entrance, you see the roundabout, and they are like what we call the what we call that the rehal. You know, right, rehal. And previously there are many things happen lah. First they are rehal, and then they are what we call they are crease, and then they are rehal again. But at the end, you will see when you enter the university, you will see the what we call the rehal in front of the entrance lah. So the IIUM song leading the way sort of like capture these three main core lah. Leading the way, so basically it tell you to be a leader like that. I don't want to change this song. And then the Amanah is basically your responsibility, okay, responsibility. And also the Iqra, the what we call the pursuit of gaining knowledge, because the leader here, you see the start with the lead the way, so it asks you to become, when you hear this song later on, it remind you that you coming to URA, the first and foremost is to become a leader to everybody lah. Okay, lead the way. And in order to be the leader, there are two main character for the leader. If you to be any leader, you need to have amanah, and also you need to have this what we call knowledge lah, the qawi, the amanah and also qawi. Because if you are like a good person only, okay, if you are a good person only, but you don't have like this qawi or the quwwah, the knowledge to do your stuff. For example, let's say you are like what we call, you are financial analyst in one company, but then you are amanah, mean that you don't receive bribe and so on, but if you don't have a knowledge about how to perform your job better or efficiently, then you still not a good leader. So in order to be leader, you need to have both. If you are good only, if for example you have Iqra, mean that you have a knowledge of something, but you are not amanah, you may be efficient, but then you have this bribing, rasuah and so on lah. So that is the three core thing in IIUM song lah. So I think that's enough for me talking, just give some introduction, because the main thing in this slot is you will present your reflection. I give my idea. So my reflection is that I saw from this IIUM song, they talk about three main thing, which is the what we call the being a leader, and as a leader you need to be amanah and also have Iqra. So now it's time for you to make your own reflection on this song. I will keep the what we call this lyric in front of you, and then you takes time to think how to reflect this thing, and then you will present for 3 minutes in front of the audience lah, in front of this group later on. What you can do is that you can sort of like, maybe if you are like a visual person, maybe you can sketch something on your what we call on paper, whatever, sketch something, maybe whatever, sketch something, and then during your presentation you will project your sketch and then you explain by the sketch, or you can write a poem, whatever, I don't know. But the idea is this lah. The idea is this. Either one, you can do essay, you can do sketch essay. I don't know whether you can make essay now. Sketch or presentation, or maybe you can sort of like, you can see like this mouse. What is this mouse? Or this mouse? Okay, let's say this mouse somehow have some connotation with the IIUM song. So you can say, okay, this mouse, how you can relate. I don't know what. So that's how, it's up to you, creativity lah. So any creative expression. If you are writing something, then I will let you share the screen. If you are just presenting, then you present on my screen. If you want to show something, then you will show lah, because I will ask each of you to open the camera for presenter lah later on. So I give you time from 2:20 now 2:20 to 2:30 lah, 2:30. I give you 30 minutes, 30 minutes no, 15 minutes, 15 minutes to do your reflection. So 2:45 you start the presentation. Okay, so that's the end of your time for what we call to prepare your reflection. But before I go further, please make sure you click the attendance form, because there is the best group attendance. There are prize for best group attendance for 3 slot. I mean, now the next slot and then the tomorrow slot. So with me you have 3 slot with me. So there will be like the best group attendance, provided that most of your most of your friends are in this group lah, not go away lah. So as you can see, this is what we call this our group. You have this for time being, Khalis and Afnan is not around. But if you can maintain this for this slot, next slot, and the slot tomorrow, then maybe if there is other group doesn't have this 10 participant and above, then you might win lah. I don't know what the price, but that's the ni. Okay, so now let's go first to this presentation by Rushaidi. Where is Rushaidi? I will pin you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rushaidi Zairuha Ibarwisham. Currently, I'm living in Melaka, and previously I was studying as a student of CFS IIUM Gambang. So, the title of my presentation is My Reflection on IIUM Songs. So, there are three the reflection that I can point it out, which is firstly leading the way, fulfilling the Amanah. Actually, we go to the first point. The first point is leading the way as Khalifah. Okay, let's lead the way, which indicates the objective of Khalifah, which to lead humankind to the right path of Islam. Moreover, everyone in the world is a Khalifah. As a result, we have responsibility to each one of us. One of the responsibilities is we need to remind others regarding the do's and don'ts, commandments and prohibition of Allah in order to track back to God and also not leading away from Him. So point 2 is my reflection is fulfilling the Amanah. Which is Allah has given Amanah towards the world and its contents to be fulfilled. It's an obligation to play our role in bringing peace and harmony to the world. So we need to fulfill our obligation not just to Allah, but even to beings, human beings and other creatures. So actually, this characteristic teaches us to become trustworthy and responsible people. For instance, as we know, in our study, we have to do a lot assignment with other students. So we need this characteristic to be to implement it. So from this, we can we need to know our responsibilities, which are to actively participate in our group works and every single task we receive. So the last one is nourishing the culture of Iqra. So we know that Iqra, which is mean reading, the first words of the Holy Quran descended from heavens to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Surah Al-Alaq in verse 1. From reading, we can gain new and various knowledge like Islamic knowledge, science knowledge, and other things. So, by acquiring diverse of knowledge, students can implement, show, and spread the right information teaching of Islam to the world. So hereby, Islamic teaching will spread through entire world in the future. So the knowledge can help us in leading ourselves and others to the right path.
I think we go straight to the next presenter. Siapa ni? Ham Aiman.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ham Aiman Shawal bin Hamamilin, and I'm living in Damansara, Selangor. And today I will be talking about my reflection on the IIUM song Leading the Way. And so I'm starting off with the main highlight, the general highlight, where this IIUM song is actually talking about the vision, mission, and the principle of IIUM. Where from this from my point of view, this actually inspires the community, the society, or even the students to continue, encouraging them to continue studying. Where this is also related to the one of the lyrics, which is nourishing the culture of Iqra. Where Iqra means from Arabic is reading. So from reading is also related to knowledge, where most the knowledge we are studying right now is from books, from reading and all that stuff. So because of that, Iqra is actually really important as we are relating with the IIUM song. And the next one, I'll be also be talking about the lyrics also together. The one, yeah, the verse together shows that we can make a better and a positive community among the IIM students or even the outsiders, because from this lyric we are actually making a better place because we are a Khalifah and the leader of the world right now. We are making everything together. We are making groups and making stuff together. So the next one I'll be talking about will fulfill the Amanah. From this, Amanah is actually a responsibility that we are having right now. So from here, it shows the objective of being a Khalifah or a leader. We are actually influencing the people to guide them into the right path, right direction. And so the last one I'll be talking about Rahmatan lil Alamin. Rahmatan lil Alamin means having mercy to the universe. So from here, we are actually spreading the Islamic teaching from the verse mercy to the universe, and this is actually showing that Islam is a religion that benefits the whole universe. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So the next is Iwana Putri.
Okay. So I don't know how do I call this. It's not a poem, I think. It's more like a word vomit. So from the reflection, here's the thing that I wrote. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try and read this. Inspiring, enlightens those who are hungry for knowledge, reminding its people to stay truthful by exercising amanah. Provide an environment where leadership is nurtured in efforts to expand the culture of Iqra efficiently. Encourage its people to embrace the true meaning of mercy to all the world. There is a place for all these. A place, a garden of knowledge and virtue, more like. That is called IIUM. So, from my word vomit, these are what I gather from the lyrics to the IIUM song Leading the Way. From each line, I'll try and elaborate. So, from the first line, inspiring, it means from the song. At the first time I sang the song, I remember the first time I sang the song was when I was in CFS, and it felt like that. I felt inspired by the lyrics of the song. Hence, it enlightens us, me and my friends at the time who are hungry for knowledge. Hence, I wrote the line. And then the second part is reminding its people to stay truthful by exercising amanah is actually what my facilitator during Insan Sejahtera in CFS used to say to all of us when he explained about the amanah as the vision for IIUM itself. So when he explained it like that, we as the people who listened to the song, it felt as if we are put in the place, in the institution, CFS or IIUM, as a Khalifah to exercise what Allah have gifted upon us to be His Khalifah, to exercise all the right things, to encourage everyone around us, to inspire them to be great servants of Him, and maybe change the entire society to be better in a way. And then the next line would be provide an environment where leadership is nurtured. As we all know from the previous Taaruf session, there are a lot of societies and clubs and student union where you can join and like express your leadership capabilities. That is why I think IIUM really helps us in like nurturing the future leaders of Malaysia or the world. And then next, encourage its people to embrace the true meaning of mercy to all the worlds, which means somehow related to the Rahmatan lil Alamin thingy, because I think by the line mercy to all the worlds, meaning that it's a way of us to help others regardless of their race, religion, beliefs. It's a way to help everyone. Like we are like the people who are given the responsibility to be those who help others. So from all these things, all I learned from the song is that we are supposed to help others, feel inspired, and like be great leaders for everyone. So yeah, that's my reflection.
Okay, thank you, Iwana. It's a shame that we cannot see you talking while what we call reading the poem like that, because you use phone and then maybe there are like a different camera and so on. It's okay. So because time, so we go straight to Nurain Christina. Nurain Christina.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nourishing Christina binti Muhammad Khalid. I live in Syed Kedah. So based on my reflection of IIUM song, here's the thing. At the first line, let's lead the way and lighten the future. As we know, everyone is a Khalifah. Therefore, we need to lead the way to other people to make them a better human beings. Next, the line in second paragraph, which is we the Khalifah will fulfill the Amanah. Every Khalifah have their Amanah, no matter what, even Amanah in their work and career or Amanah in their role. Then, the line together, we make the world a better place. Well, it is true, when we work together, we can make not even the world, but everywhere a better place. By together also, we can make many things successful. Moreover, the line expand the culture of Iqra means as Muslim, we need to apply the practice of reading in our life. It is because reading is important to gain knowledge and become a useful person in the future. We also need to recite Al-Quran every day as it can make us feel more calm and be the guide for us. Last but not least is to realize the meaning of Rahmatan lil Alamin. The line told us to understand the meaning of Rahmatan lil Alamin better. As Muslims, we need to be grateful to the Creator because we have been chosen into UIA as a lot of people out there wanted to be one of the students here. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, it will be Nadila Hakmi.
With my titles. My name is Nabila binti Hakmi. So from this, as my own reflection, I made a rough stations on this paper. If you can see that.
Okay.
Slide.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. This is what special mission start. For the three highlighted words, the responsibility and knowledge, you can see that this is like bridge. Can you see someone can see it?
Yes. You can
Okay.
see. We can see you. Just stay like that. Higher a little bit. A little bit higher. Okay.
Okay. If you can see, it is a bridge from the other edge to the other edge. And you can see there is people running to cross the bridge. But people can run across the bridge without this person. If you can see clearly, you can assume this is a leader. This is leader. And from here you can see leader. We can make a leader from these two quality, which is responsibility and knowledge. And from here I made like say something as a leader, your most important role is to provide clear and compelling direction for your followers, workers, or such. So as a leader, you have to make sure your followers, workers, embrace, understand, and work with certain goal as a team. You lead the team as a leader to make sure everyone take their responsibility, not like saying, as a leader, to make sure there are certain subjective or objective of your group teamwork can be achieved. So from the lyric, I will highlight the word lead the way as a leader. So from that you can see, and this one under the speakers, like you can see people, this one person on top of a cube or something, and the other wife trying to hold hand, give a hand to so that the person can get up from this stairs or something on top to here, so they can be together to achieve to grab the flag. This means success or winner as a leader. So that's it. That is all my presentation.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you Nadila for creative presentation. So now we go straight to Ahmad Afif Irham. Afif Irham.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ahmad Afif Irham bin Asman. I'm from Terengganu and I'm also from CFS. Uh, from my overview, I think they really have a deep meaning and smooth harmony and and easily to be remembered. And and the background music has a nice tune, cool, and sometimes make me feel peace. And as we know, there is three main point in the song, which is leader, Amanah, and Iqra. Where in my first point, the leader, when we look at the lyric, it said let's lead the way, and it show that it call us to be a leader with the Islam way. We know that there is a lot of leader nowadays, but not of all of them are a good leader in the way of Islam. Where we can take example, which is Kamal Atatürk, when he was a leader based on Islam, but he not Islam much at all, where he emphasized the ideology of secularism. So then we know that we should to be a good leader in the real style of Islam. And next, for the amanah, as a Muslim, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has created us in the world not for nothing, but except for worship to Allah only, to fulfill our obligation. And also as a student, we has responsible to learning and that's all. And for the third point, Iqra is meaning for the reading is, I think Iqra is important things in Islam, especially it is a core key in anything. As we know that Allah has the Prophet Muhammad has received first hidayah when by the Jibril. He got Surah Al-Alaq, means reading Iqra. So that's why I think that Iqra is important. And so And that's all for me.
So now, without further ado, let's follow with Aliyah.
My name is Amanah binti Zainal Abidin. I'm from Iraq. So I'm going to present the reflection. Okay. So let's move on to the first point. The first point is this song encourages us to lead the ummah for a better future by sharing and spreading the knowledge. You can see this in the first three lines. And then let's move on to the second point. We should perform our task or amanah as a Muslim based on the revelation and in a wise way. Or in bahasa Melayu dengan cara yang berhikmah. Why? Because whenever we want to spread the dakwah to regardless Muslim or non-Muslim, we have to state a solid reason why we have to do this, why we have to do that. We cannot just go to someone and then hey you should cover your aura. If not, you're going to have it's very rude and inappropriate way to spread the dakwah. So that's why we have to spread the dakwah based on the revelation and state the solid reason why we have to do that. And then my third point is all of us is a Khalifah. As stated in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 30, thus we should fulfill the amanah. Some of us misunderstood that only the king or the prime minister is the Khalifah. Yes, they are Khalifah Khasa, but actually all of us is Khalifah Allah. So all of us must fulfill the amanah as the Khalifah, not only the king or the prime minister. And then the fourth point is we should understand the meaning of Rahmatan lil Alamin, which is mercy to all the world, through reading, so that we could make the world a better place. All of us know the story behind Surah Al-Alaq, where Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala sent Jibril to Rasulullah SAW to teach him on how to read. So that story, that incident, proved that the importance of knowing how to read and the importance of reading culture. Because through reading, we could widen our knowledge and then use that knowledge to spread da'wah properly and in an appropriate way. So that's all for me. Thanks.
Now we continue with Wan Arif. Okay.
Alright, so I wrote my name is Wan Muhammad Arif bin Wan Azli. I live in Shah Alam, Selangor. You can call me Arif. So I wrote this short poem based on the song. It goes, knowledge and wisdom are quite so important. They are like stars shining oh so radiant. And as those stars that lead with amanah, we do so too as man's Khalifah.
Buat suara
We
sikit.
share
Buat suara sikit. Suara poem sikit.
tak boleh.
Okay. Yeah.
We share our wisdom, we share our freedom, with mercy in mind and acts of Iqra. We bring light of Rahmatul lil Alamin as far as we walk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Explain. That's okay, but explain a little bit.
Explain. It shows that the first part explains how knowledge is important for us as leaders to lead ourselves to a brighter future. But knowledge is not all that is needed to lead an ummah. We also need amanah to lead as a great Khalifah.
Okay.
And we must always keep doing Iqra, which is reading, as it helps us gain more knowledge to help lead more people to a brighter future.
Okay. So next we can go with Marsha. Marsha Maisarah.
My name is Marsha Maisarah binti Haril Anwar. You can call me Marsha.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So based on my understanding from university's anthem, so overall it is about we are leading the community to study through the spirit of Islam. So in here, there's Islamic culture will never die and will forever grow from one generation to another. So the sentence "we are the Khalifah" implies that all of us together are the representative as a leader in Islam. So we are responsible to show the world that this graceful place means that we need to carry our responsibilities carefully. So as an example, when someone becomes a leader, they cannot choose sides and must be fair and equal to everyone, whether they are Muslim or not. So as we can see, IIUM accept non-Muslim students despite being known as Islamic university. So that shows that everyone is being treated the same here with various diversity and how IIUM practice equality. So that also explains the meaning of Rahmatan Lil Alamin. To conclude that all of us need to unite together to strive for the best in studies while enjoying the Islamic nature there in hoping each one of us will excel to the top. So I guess that explains why the song is named as Leading the Way.
I think all of you have done a really good job. I mean, but there are one thing I need to tell, that yes, you can present something. You might present something. Just now you present something, but maybe you present that just because of you are supposed to present. You are required to present by facilitator and so on. But the most important thing, presentation is one thing, but real internalization of the song, normally you can feel that when you basically, when you sort of like when you what you call, when you watch the video itself, or maybe later on when you are in the hall together with all your friends, you sing along. So then there is where you are really internalizing the thing. Presenting, maybe you just take the whatever core that you want to present and so on. But as I said, the most important thing is to internalize what is what you call mentioned in the what you call in the lyric itself. Okay.